To get you into the St. Patrick's Day spirit, we bring you a story about Irish step dancing. The Haley School of Irish Dance holds classes at the Tarkland Center in Duxbury for all ages and levels. The training is hard work, with a large demand for performances around the holiday. Between the dancing, the hairdos, and the costumes, this form of dance is sure to put you in the St. Patrick's Day spirit.
I actually started dancing at the age of 5 in Galway City, Ireland, where I grew up. And I danced my whole life. It was very important to me. I would say maybe 25 to 30 years ago, I started in the town of Duxbury. I started actually in Kingston and then moved over to Duxbury. And I have been in this area all that time. The beginnings of Irish step dancing. There's lots of different stories. The one that I would prefer to think the way it happened. Well, Irish dancing is part of our heritage, but I believe that in the 18th century, it was quite common, and I've read something where it started way back, even before then, but it was quite common in the 18th century to have what was called a dance master, who would tour Ireland, going from city to city, town to town. And during the harvest time, which is when they gathered all of the rice and corn and everything else, with potatoes and cabbage probably in Ireland, they would call the dance master, who was very flamboyant. And he would wear very bright colored clothes, and he would carry a cane, and he would wear a top hat. And he would be brought in by the most affluent farmer to teach his children. And then eventually he would teach all of the children of the rest of the peasants of the area. And it was very, very common. And if you were influential, if you were the richest farmer, you would be the one that would hire him. And after he would spend a week with you in teaching those children, he would then move on to the next small town or village, and he would be hired by somebody else to teach their children and those local children. And that's the story that we believe. That's how it happened. The ages of the children would go from age 4, and the oldest girl in my class is, I would say, 25. Boys do take Irish dance lessons, and the boys do very, very well at the Irish dancing. The girls have a different attitude about the Irish dancing. I think boys like Irish dancing because very often it relates to sports. I think it's very good for boys because it helps them with their sports. They can run faster, they can move faster, they can move backwards and forwards. And I think for boys that's an excellent thing, and they like it. I have probably about 5 or 6 boys in my class. They are not always, my boys are not always as competitive as the girls. So we're a very competitive Irish dancing school. And that means we do competitions, quite a few of them. For St. Patrick's Day, we are starting out this Saturday, and we are dancing 3 and 4 shows a day. Not during the week, where the kids have school, but weekends we are going nonstop up until the 17th.